Okay. So we're now back with Warhammer40k Inquisitor. What were we doing? Oh, we were doing the war. That's what we're working on today. We had this war on Lacron. That's it. Lacron Minoris. Sup, 22. How are you? We're going back to our war on Lacron, 8? 9. I left this one undone this week. I was going to do some recording of it and post it up, but I said, you know what? Let's save it for the stream. And I did. However, I've been still playing other Warhammer games lately. Met that chick. She's from... Oh god, which game? Today we have a little bit of soda and a little bit of water. That's what we're hydrating with today. I played a little bit of Armada. That wasn't bad. But that's one of those I'm going to have to play a few times before I want to record or stream it. Actually, I'll get into that one a little bit. I played a little bit of Void Gate. And what was the other one I played? What was it? I know you can see this, but hey, I don't care. Steam. What was it? It was Chaos Gate and Gothic. Oh, Space Hulk. That was the one I was putzing with. Been putzing with some of the other Warhammer 40k games to see what I want to either stream or record next or both. Hadn't decided. I am going to do Lunar offline. And just record the gameplay of that one. Because I want to be able to take my time and just enjoy that game. But I'm going to go through both games there, and I'm going to post them. I don't know if I'm going to have a commentary track on that. But I honestly haven't had time to sit down with it. I need to get back to it, but I've only had, this has been a very busy week for me. I was in class for work all week, and that was long and stressful. So I have not been wanting to do something mind-numbing outside of work when I'm in classes, because they're all mind-numbing for work. So I try to do something that's a little more mentally stimulating. So there is that. But I need to get back to the colony. I'm going to do that some this week. I need to finish the ground colony, because that's where my refiners are. I need those online. I have resource extraction. I just need to get the refiners online so that I can get local resources. And the rest of the colony will come up pretty quickly. But I've still got about 20 hours. 10 hours. It's between 10 and 20 hours of resource deliveries I've got to do in order to get the colony to where it should be where it should be stable and self-standing. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. You gonna be around tomorrow, or you got plans tomorrow night? Maybe tomorrow night we'll go back and play with the colony. On stream. We'll go through the colony and show where we are, and we'll try and get that last station up and running, which should make it self-sufficient. That's probably just the MMCs I'll need. I don't know if I'll be able to make those locally yet. I don't have enough resources, or the right kind of resources set up for that. But we definitely have our extraction. Let's see what we got right here. One thing I don't like about it, though, is that, you know, people can't steal your colonies anymore. They fixed it. Which is really nice, because then casual players like me, who don't get to play a lot, don't have to worry about somebody coming through and snagging their colony. And that's always nice. Now, that doesn't mean they're not going to have an abandonment rule. Well, it's the same time of day. I don't know if it's morning or night for you, wherever you are. But I jump on the same time period on Saturday and on Friday and Saturday.
The battle is swinging our way. One last push and the victory is ours.
So, whatever that works out for you if you have time. If not, it's okay. I'll probably do it anyway, because I haven't touched it in a while. These guys can't even, touch me. You know what, 56s? Which is funny, because I was playing with some 56s the other day, and they were giving me a run for my money.
Once again, the enemies of the Imperium failed by the Emperor.
I don't care about your Imperiums. I want that to die. I need these. I need 20 of these, and this is like number 8. Yes, please. Because tonight we should be able to advance to the end of phase 1 of the war. I started looking for it before I got on, like, where's my war? And then I finally found it. I had to figure out, I don't remember where to look to see what your active missions were. And then I found it, I'm like, oh, there it is. There's my war. Alright. Let's clean this off. So what do we have here? We have intel. We have some of that. We have one of those. Well, let's do anything good. No, it looks like it's all blues and greens, which we can sell. There we go. Alright. Back to our war. 57. I don't know how far up, how you know, high level the war is. I don't even know. I was in the 70s when I finally finished all the MSQ stuff. And then I came back to do the war. I mean, I'm hoping it gets us up to where we get. It gets up to where we actually getting experience again, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
Full Auspex lock acquired. Pseudokinetic
Assassinate
is
people.
on, and it is being transmitted to your tactical sensorium. Eliminate negative variables for preferred outcome.
Oh. Yeah, I was, like I said, I was putzing with some of the other games a little bit. Because, what was it, last week before, they had, when Space Marine 2 came out recently, they had, like, all the old games on sale. So it was like, ah, look, all these old games that are fantastic games. They're really good games. And they're like, you know, $2 or $3 a piece in some cases. It was crazy. It was one of those things like, I can't believe how cheap these games are. Like Armada. I got Armada 1 and 2 with all their stuff for like $2 or $3. It was crazy. Get out of that spot. That's a bad spot. But y'all really wanna beat me down, huh? Well, good luck with that. Yeah, y'all are fine. Y'all are just gonna die anyway. There we go. Ew, that had to hurt. Ooh, that had to hurt. You know, that one, they're gonna feel that in the morning. Ooh, how did you live? That one guy, how did he live? I don't get it. How do you survive that? That's what I want to know.
Target deletion complete.
Alright, let's get some more stuff. So did you do anything exciting this week? Hopefully work was a little more practical than it's been for a few days. Hope everything's doing well. What do we got here? Now in our case, just die. That's what we just want him to die.
Noospheric assessment complete. Operation is a success. Inloading data construct.
Sure. Alright. But yeah, we'll see how it works out. Even though this war is all that, it's gonna be fun. It's fun. I like it. Let's see. What else do I have going on? Not much. Ooh. Anything good there? Yeah. Oh, that's good. I just realized something. I can complete another thingy. So if I take this one, and this one, I should be able to go over to forging, sharding up, forge, And there we go. That's another one of those done. Funny thing is, none of them involve this war. Which is kind of sad. Now granted, there are achievements that I can get with the war, like silencing the guns, and you do that like 20 times or whatever. So if I get those, it would be great. That'd be fantastic. But I'll have to wait and see. One thing I've always liked about this game, or this universe,
The enemy has dug in at multiple
is the
battlefield. Mountain assault.
universe, the visuals of like the ships and stuff
Imperial banner flies.
are always crazy.
You will get reinforcements at your current position. Revel in carnage, Inquisitor.
It's always nuts. Like, everybody's ships are really cool and unique. But the Imperium ships are just like all kinds of weird messed up.
Overran and butchered without mercy. A just end to the violence.
Always,
The strong point is ours.
always weird. It's just what it is. No, just die. Ah!
Another enemy position taken. Deny
Thank
the
you.
spent flesh and
Get rid of this guy.
onwards to victory.
Well, my small army of tacos about became taco sauce. Doesn't matter to me because I don't eat them, but I'd rather them not become taco sauce. This one might as well be an extermination. Anytime you're on these maps, it might as well be an extermination. Doesn't matter what they pick you in. Basically, into exterminating everything anyway. There really is no difference.
This fortified zone is finally ours. Blessed be the God Emperor. Capture the next one.
Yeah, it's not that important. We got one more left. Now, these missions, when they're above level, oh my goodness, they can be really rough. And those guardsmen don't last very long, I swear. They're helpful, but they really don't last very long. Oh, high machine.
Glorious carnage.
One thing I do have to say about all of the games
You
in the Warhammer 40k universe
my compliments.
is that each game tends to focus on different Xenos. Like, I mean, this one's pretty broad. Because we have the Eldari, we have the Drakari, we have Nurgle, Heretics, and the Tyranids. But that's about it. This one doesn't have orcs. It doesn't have Necrons. Doesn't have any of the other Xenos races. Because there's like 15 or 20 of them total in the universe. Some aren't in the modern wars, some are just like ancient. So you know, around like 1 or 2 or whatever, but just the idea that there are other beings in the universe that you don't really run into.
There is no respite. There is nowhere to hide. Across the galaxy, there is only war.
Yes. And I would love to fight the orcs. This game with orcs would be amazing. I'd love this game with orcs. Which one had orcs? Oh, Armada did. Gothic Armada. That had orcs. In like the second mission. The controls on that one kind of threw me. Reminds me of what is it? Oh, Battlestar Galactica. The game they did for Battlestar Galactica. Good game. I got quite a few hours of that one. I think I had like 100 hours in that game. But it's the same style as that. We have like ship combat and whatnot. The only weird oddity that I've seen in it so far is the AI isn't very good. You tell it to do something like, I don't know, attack a target or whatever. And you give it the guidelines like you're supposed to. And it doesn't always follow them. You know, enemy target, not moving. Or not moving much. You tell it to keep it in their front arc so they can use their heavy cannons. And it's like broadsiding them all the time. Even though you check it and it's like, no, it's set to broadside. You know. Set to broadside and they're not destroyed or damaged or anything. It's weird. I don't know if it's just me not understanding the controls or what. That's one of those, like I said, that's one of those I'm going to have to play a few times. I'm going to have to play through some missions so that I can actually figure out what I'm not getting on it. Chaos Gate is like XCOM style combat. So turn-based combat with squads. And you have different objectives. In that one's case, you're fighting a new Nurgle plague that's trying to take over the subsector.
You are no Astarte, but you can certainly fight, Inquisitor.
Or sector. In that one's case, that one covers the whole sector. But hey, don't hold it against him. Nurgle's gotta have friends too. And I don't know if there's anything else, if it's just Nurgle. And the other one that was like XCOM was the Adeptus Mechanicus one.
Their demise is
which we played last year. And that one was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, after I figured out how to beat the game, it posed zero challenge, even on the harder difficulty. And there's like minimal replayability in that one. Because once you know, you go straight after the boss leaders to kill them off. Kill off all of them, and then go after the head bad guy, and you're done. You know, the hardest difficulty, it's just a cakewalk. But ooh, I have a stack of 100 intel. That's a lot of intel. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of intel. That is a lot of intel. Alright, let's see what we got here. So that. Ooh, an inoculator that needs to be leveled out. Wow. Let's just equip that bad boy. See what we get. So it's attack. It takes on level or higher kills. Villains on level or higher. Deal damage. Executions. Deal damage. Okay. So we'll have to do a little bit of melee. But not a big deal. Alright. So now I do have, what else do I have? I have Total War. Hold on, pull this over here. I have Dawn of War 2. Oh, Gladius. I have Gladius too. And Rogue Trader, we played that one, but I'm gonna have to restart that game because that one, I don't remember where I was, but it also seemed to be a little buggy. So there is that. What else do I have? What else do I have now? Oh. Wow. Actually, this hammer's kind of weak. That was kind of weak sauce. It's kind of weak sauce, but I'll get my executions. What was I looking for? Oh, I was looking for Warhammer. Let's see, Dawn of War 2, Mechanicus. Oh, Speed Freaks. And then, of course, I got the card games and whatever that they've got. They're in my library, but I ain't even tried them. Ooh, that's bad. So I don't know if those are any good. Ooh. Thank you. They might be. But those kind of games are like, if you're not spending like 100 or 200 hours in them, you don't actually get what you need in order to be a decent player out of those card games. That's assuming they're not money bag pits. I mean, if you're not dropping, hundreds of dollars into them just to play for the gacha packs, so you can have the cards to play. That kind of stuff. Yes, don't think I. Because big guys like this have a better chance of letting me get executions. The smaller guys, not so much. Not that you can't get executions off the small guys, but not as likely. There we go. Beat him up. Oh, come on. Really?
Target neutralized.
I forgot any execution so far. Doesn't look like it. There's usually a different animation for it. It's easier to see on like the big guys when they go off. Cause like the tanks, he jumps on the tanks, and the big ships, whatever. He goes in and like rips the guy out of the cockpit or whatever. That makes it really easy. So when the Eldar are your opponents, or if you happen to have the tanks, from the Imperium, they're really easy to notice. But the rest of them, not so much. Because sometimes you get out without even knowing you got it. But one of the ones that
Rinse and repeat in the name of the Emperor.
Might be interesting is Speed Freaks. Because that's orcs, orcs playing race games. Think like Need for Speed or Gran Turismo or whatever. But, with the orcs. Being in charge and making all the vehicle and stuff. Should be a good time. There we go. So these guys are tougher than the boss characters sometimes. Ooh. I got another minor reward.
You are still alive and more or less in one piece.
No executions.
I guess. Initiating execution rituals.
Gain virtue, gain some execution stuff. Go ahead and give me that. Extra damage if status is green. That's a good time. It's a real good time. Let's see, what else? Have we got anything else recently? Let's see. Last played Police Day to add the library. I don't think so. I don't think so. The other thing that I've been doing, though, occasionally, is I've been poking at
tricks against the defenders of mankind. We should find their leaders and give them
Overlord, Escape from Nazarick. Somebody asked me if I'd play it on hard mode. And I'm like, I don't even know if I can play the game on hard mode. You know, I'll be able to play it. And I don't always play those types of games, so I don't put hundreds of hours into them usually. So, getting the controls down that good on platformers is not something I've done in a long time. So I kind of poked at that for a few hours the other day. And I think I had to restart the game like 3 times. I didn't even get to the first save point. After like half an hour of play. I don't know if it's because I just don't remember how to get around. Because I was kind of struggling about where I needed to go next. Type thing. That was a legitimate struggle. For the first couple of tries. And I think it was just remembering where to go.
damnation is eternal.
It's been so long since I played it. But I'll keep poking at it. Who knows? Maybe the first game I actually play on hard mode for a while. Because the game's not that long. I mean, in all reality, it's really not that long. But it is, how should we say, rather difficult. But it's a different kind of hard. Because it's a very technical platformer sometimes. And on hard mode, I don't even know where you save. If it's, only like after bosses, or if you can save normally or what. I don't even know. I'm gonna have to check that. Cause I don't remember where the first save. I think the first save point is like right before you face the first boss, which I think is Etma. I think the first boss is Atma.
If I can't silence the alarm, I'll face some serious resistance. But I'm complaining.
There it goes. Yeah, I don't remember. It's been how long since I played it. Sometimes I might have to play it on like normal, just to get reacclimated to the game, and then go after hard after I get reacclimated to it. Because that's usually a big problem, is getting acclimated to that kind of game. You don't play them all the time. Like I play this type of game, you know, role-playing games and RPGs and
Much worse.
zone-based point-and-click kill or turn-based RPGs, mostly. So that one I might actually have to play on normal mode. What was that? The Black Legion Astartes were falling from the sky. I think they're on top of the camera. I kicked up so high. Something. And I've seen stuff in here floating above the ground before. But usually it makes sense. Like it's on top of a box or whatever. So they get tossed on top of this box or whatever. But in reality, it's like above this lamp. Because that's where the hitbox is. Seen that before. But sometimes seem to be above the zone, just like get tossed out of it.
You've set a fine example for their kind, Inquisitor.
I bet I didn't get one. Execution. I didn't. Oh, then I still got an execution. Total bummer. Total bummer. Total bummer. I don't know, there's a lot of games that I have that I got years ago that I haven't even touched in ages. Because they were like, at the time, like, oh, this is gonna be a good game. And then I just never got to it. There was a time I bought a lot of games. I mean, a lot of them. I bought anything that went on sale that looked interesting. or anything that was coming out new that looked interesting. I just bought it. And I realized I have a lot of games that have very few hours in them. I'm gonna own like 400 games. And a lot of them
On target, Inquisitor. The Argus scans show multiple heavy weapon platforms in close vicinity.
have,
Forces under fire. Act quickly, or soon there will be
very
no
few
recognition
hours.
or valiant effort before they get mind scrubbed anyway.
Yeah, very few hours and a lot of them.
Imperial reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation...
Let's see. Oh, the alarm's going off again.
Reconnaissance force relieved. Sense basic. Follow and protect order to the survivors.
There we go. There's our runs. Honestly, if those guys actually survive, I'll be happy. I'm always happy when they survive more than 30 seconds. Because they really last very long. Mainly because they attract attention. For some reason, they'll sit there and attack everything under the sun. And they end up having like 2 or 3 spawns on top of them. So sad. And it's like, we died. Wonder why. Now sometimes they surprise me. And they actually live for a long time. Like right now. I still have all 4 of them.
Target
Which is a miracle.
At this rate, you'll be back on board in no time.
You know? I expected with all that chaos I'd lose a few. 22, you still around? Or did you bail on me? And actually go do work for a change? Alright, let me clear this fight and I'll get rid of the trash. Okay, hold on. Let's get rid of the trash. We will remove the trash. Here we go. And then we report. Spam. 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 Block this user. Close. Ban this user. Close. Goodbye. Okay. They're gone. No, I'm gonna do that one last. Why? Because the bunker's usually in there. I'll have to come back to do that anyway. Ah, yeah, come on, baby. Get those boys. Just die, man. We don't need you. They don't need you. They don't want you. No one wants you. Well, I'll take your loot if you have any. You know, this thing's supposed to have like execution bonuses and whatnot on it. If memory serves. But it does not do them very often. I think the sword had the highest execution chance. And I sold that ages ago. And I think a level 30 sword. It was terrible. But it had a huge execution chance.
Target offline.
See? Execution duration, execution effect, execution damage, duration bonus, extra bonus so when you do executions. But it rarely does executions. I mean, if it actually did executions, I'd be happy. So sad. Oh, come on, just die. I don't care who I'm fighting. Rebels. Actually, I need to do some rebel stuff, I think. So there's probably an achievement I need this for. Whether it's the, whether it's for the season or the class, I don't remember. So I don't remember. It's probably for the class. Either way, I can't see it until I'm done with the mission. Look it up.
You are still alive and more or less in one piece. That's a success, I guess. Initiating exfiltration rituals.
Yeah, that's fine. There's a chest right here I want to grab. Oh, I thought this was a bunker buster, not a silence the guns. Could have that in this first. Somehow I still had all 4 guardsmen. That's so weird. Usually when I ignore them, they die. Warsmith's Fury. That might be useful. What is it? That's what I have. Right. Energy. Slightly better than what I have. But I'm not worried about it. A slight advantage? Don't care. I care about a slight advantage. For that, I might as well just recycle it. Now, if it wasn't a teleporter, If it was like a frag grenade or something, I'd love that. I'd love me some frag grenade right now. Alright, so we're in war zone status 3. We're in stage 3. We're just cooking through these bags today. Level 60. I'm the beginning. War zone 3. Not bad. It's catching up to me pretty quick. Might actually catch my level if it lasts long enough. We'll have to see. I don't know how far the war zone goes. I'm not sure.
All Auspex lock acquired. Pseudo-kinetic tracking is on, and it is being transmitted to your tactical sensorium. Eliminate negative variables for preferred outcome.
Eliminate the negative variables. Got it. No, let's go kill things. Really? Okay. Sure. I guess we'll just go around the side of the map. This doesn't matter which way I go. Not really a good or a bad way to go on this one. Yeah, I had to get some armor, some shields real quick before those bombs went off. See, even as high level as I am, all those bombs, and those 3 bombs go over here in the overlap zone, they can't kill me. These guys, not so much. Yeah, actually, I can take down my shield sometimes, but... they just don't do too much damage. Oh, doing periodic damage. I was gonna check stuff. Oh my goodness. How many guys am I killing here? Did I get 1 execution out of that? Nope. That is so lame. That is so lame. Killed all those Astartes and couldn't even get 1 execution.
Undesired variable removed.
Yeah, I think the mace can only do it when it's against like the mecha. Let's try the axe. See if the axe can get a few. It's not as good, but if it can give me a few executions, I'll be happy. Damn. Where'd he go? He can't run from me. He can't run from me. Not that hard.
Target neutralized. There is no escape from the wrath of the Imperium.
No executions. So dull. Fatigue this week's killing me.
Kill the heretic.
Maybe I won't stay up too late tonight.
Assessment complete. Operation is a success. Inloading data construct.
I think I'm not gonna stay up too late tonight. What the hell was that? Either I'm falling asleep at the wheel or it just spawned a whole bunch of dudes on my lap. Or a bit of both. And to be fair, you've only been up about an hour. But I'm tired. Ugh. I want to get farther than that on this, but I'm having trouble keeping my eyes open. Okay. Okay. So did we get any? No. Okay. I'm falling asleep, so I am not going to continue this. We'll continue with something tomorrow. And we'll go on from there. Sorry to cut it short, but you know how it goes sometimes. Thank you for dropping in, and I will catch you tomorrow.